And we're rolling. It's August the 2nd, 2023. And boy, is the summer ever going by quick. I've noticed now a lot of the crops here are turning, and pretty soon the combines will be out in the field. It's pretty interesting. And this is the first time that I've been out here for a whole year since I left 37 years ago. So it's nice to see all the seasons and everything, and watch the crops go in the field and watch them be harvested. And of course winter and all the seasons, which I enjoy. I enjoy winter time. So I just saw this thing, I think it was a doctor, Peter McCullough. He was talking about, injuries from the hokey pokey, and whatever you want to call it. That one guy calls it the T, or some people just call it the jab. Whatever. But the problem is they're pulling blood clots out of people. And McCullough said that they're finding clots that are like rubber. Like rubber. Yeah. So it's not looking good. I have a good friend in this town I grew up with. I was talking to him, and he had some serious heart issues for a while. And he told me that it was... I thought he was quite candid, because a lot of people that take it, and if something happens, they don't want to admit it, or... He just came right out and said, yeah. He said he took the first one and felt a little bit funky, and then he took the second one. And he started to have heart issues. Got an x-ray, and there was like a dark spot on the bottom of his heart, and there's some clots. Yeah. He's okay now, actually, miraculously. I saw him the other day, and oh boy, he's all smiles and cheerful, and he says he feels way better. So, and I could tell that he meant that, so I'm glad. I'm really happy to hear that. And his brother just went through a bout of cancer. Yeah. I know lots of people now that are having issues like that. But luckily it hasn't touched my family or my kids, or any of my siblings or anything, or any of their kids. So we've been lucky, As I said, I never got it, but I know there's some of my family that did, and I just scared like heck, I just hope they're going to be okay, because this has just caused me untold grief, this whole thing. I mean, everybody's gone through it, not just me, right? I realize that, but boy, oh boy. She's been a rough ride the last 3.5 years. It's been rough. For everybody. Well, I shouldn't say for everybody. For the police and the government people and all the government jobs, they never lost their jobs. It was just us, great unwashed. We lost paychecks. Our families broke up in cases. Some cases, people lost their homes. Kids committing suicide, and now people are dying from, or getting sick from these things. That's not good, because I thought for sure by now, people have been having issues all over the world, not just here, and that never penetrates. It never goes to the mainstream. It just goes under the alternate news. And mainstream news makes it seem like it's just everything's fine, everything's good. No, everything is not fine and everything is not good. But that's basically what they're telling us, and it's obvious that that they, the media runs cover for all these players, right? All these people that are behind it, that promote it. Not one of them is in jail. As a matter of fact, a lot of them are being lauded as these wonderful, caring people. Well, all I could tell you in this situation that we're in right now, climate lockdowns are coming, and it's just a matter of time when these people get their way. You look at a guy like former Secretary of State, Mr. Kerry. He's flying around the world on a private jet. Then he denies that he had one because it was technically his wife's, and then they got rid of it. Yeah, well, my wife had a plane. Yeah, okay. Like you wouldn't notice. Probably has more than one. I think the Heinz family are fairly well off, and others with him. Those guys at the World Economic Forum, and they're not going to quit. They're not going to quit until they get what they want. That's what George Carlin said it, and he's right. They're not going to stop till they get what they want. And if you think that you can appease them and get them to ease up or anything, forget it. They're not going to do that. And if something doesn't work, they'll just switch tactics and try something else. I mean, I give them credit for being persistent, but it's a pretty bad situation, and you can't tell me that it's not.